All right, guys, we're gonna be picking the winner of the two $50 gift cards. I got Logan and Poopy here. Hi. Logan's got the Xbox gift card.
Yeah.
And Poopy's got the PlayStation gift card.
Yo.
So, Logan, who's the winner of the Xbox gift card?
It is Koopa Boy. He with a C.
Ooh, what'd he say?
He said, "Yo, Lance, can I please have an Xbox gift card goodie bag? I've been loving the videos since the start, and I love the vids. And keeps up the good works on your channel and SML. And if you don't choose this one, you're completely fine. If you just keep doing what you do and the best." And I stared with my friends and people at my school.
Great.
You want the goodie bag?
Ooh, the goodie bag. Goodie bag.
Who wins the PS4?
Okay, see, like, I found somebody I like,
Okay.
but I don't know what they're playing.
And they win the PlayStation gift card.
Well, okay. I don't know if they're gonna be able to use it. Cadet Milano.
Ooh, what'd they say?
They said that they watch Ellen every day, but they watch you 7 times a day.
Ooh, 7 times.
I'm like, they put you above Ellen.
B.
That deserves a PS4 gift.
Yeah. Hey, Lance, you're my #1 YouTuber. I watch Ellen every day, but I watch you over and over 7 times a day.
Yeah. It's you and then Ellen DeGeneres. That's great. So, Cadet Milano.
But he says he watches them 7 times a day. Not a second more.
That's just the right number.
7 times. 7 of my longest videos.
So what happens if he doesn't have a PS4? Call Ellen.
Call Ellen. Ellen, 12 days of giveaway during Christmas. All right, guys, those were the winners. So I'm gonna private message you, and then there's also gonna be a post on Instagram. Goodie bag, goodie bag, goodie bag.
That's the winner. That's it.
Bam! The chef is back. Chef de la snack dick. As always, the directions and the instructions are on the apron. Today, we're doing something different. We're gonna be baking cake balls. Red velvet with white chocolate cake balls. Odd, read me the recipe. What do we need to start with? I know we need a mixing bowl.
Ingredient. I know we're going to need the vanilla extract, red food coloring, Pam, baking soda, white chocolate chip. Okay, use the flour, all-purpose flour.
Coconut oil. This is the stuff that be going in the weave. Put it in your weave and then I'll grease it up. Cookies powder, where that at?
In the pantry. Cocoa powder and sugar. What else? Cracked pepper, we need that.
Cupcake holder. Iodized. That's some science. You said 4 eggs?
Yeah.
There's 5. We'll use 5. 2 sticks of Buddhist. I forgot a trash bag. Trash bag and can. As always, we must hand hygiene before preparing any of this. Hand hygiene. Happy birthday twice to yourself. Hoop is birthday to me. Hoop is birthday to me. Hoop is birthday to Lance. Hoop is birthday to me. Just want to show you some hand hygiene. Even though you be digging your booty, you gotta get some hand hygiene. Hand hygienesis. We're doing something really big. Really big! You have to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. That's almost as hot as I am. We actually have to go down here and we have to get the mixer. Oh goodness! Thing's heavier than shit. Mixer. Slight resemblance in color. First things first, pan. We need to go ahead and stick it in the freezer so that it's already cooling down. These cake balls, unmatched. What we do with this is we just pan it. Now that we got all the little cupcake liners in the pan, set this over to the side, essentially time out. We got the flour right here. This is 1 cup.
2.5.
That's 1 cup, 2 cups, a half cup cocoa powder. I wish I knew that this was a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon, I can just do 4 of these. Okay, check it out. 4 of these goes into that?
No, that's a half teaspoon.
This one?
No, that's a teaspoon. The one you're holding there
This
is
is a 4th teaspoon.
Oh.
Teaspoon baking soda. Got it. BAM!
Okay.
1 teaspoon of baking soda. Half teaspoon of salt, coming in hot. Half teaspoon of salt added into the mix. This looks like something you'd buy from a store. This old Duncan Hines, Betty Crocker shit. It ain't got shit on me. Adjust. BAM! It's not a bakery unless there's a mess everywhere. If you own a bakery and you don't make a mess, your stuff probably doesn't taste good. How about that? What do we got going in the silver lining bowl?
Soften your butter.
Ooh, I'm gonna soften somebody's butt. Butter. We're gonna put it on 25 seconds because 25 is just a good number, first of all, and just enough time for it to be soft enough to be naughty. That's gonna be in timeout. Once you get your butt nice and soft, you wanna just slide it into the bowl. Tell it to behave in here. Behave, behave, butter. Pure granulated sugar. It's so pure. 1 cup of sugar. Willy Wonka and the Cake Ball Factory. Are you getting the pouring? The Candyman can. Now that we've gotten sugar in my eye, the milk. So we got the butter and we got the sugar. What do we got next? We're gonna lightly mix. 1 cup of sour cream. Just want to get all up in there, get all the sour cream out. Here's our 1 cup of sour cream. Nicely whoosh, whipped. You have to talk to the egg. This one has a slight birthmark. Can we get in here on the birthmark? Birthmark. Now we're gonna add the eggs. Crack it, tell it who's boss, break it in there, and let the goo just do its thing. That is a snot. This looks absolutely terribly disgusting. But it tastes good. Half cup of milk coming in hot. That's a half. We have to mix this entire thing of food coloring into this batter.
It's going to look like a blow. It's alive!
So 2 teaspoons. Vanilla extracts. Okay, well that was 1. New box. We seem to get all of our stuff here from Publix. Well worth the wait. Sometimes. So just a tad bit, I'd say. Get that bad boy going. And we wait. While it's mixing, we'll just make sure we get it off the side so that it evenly mixes all along the cupcake barrier. We're the mixing pot of the world here in the United States of me. It's doing its job, it's getting there. If we mix it too fast, it'll start slinging it everywhere, and as fun as that'll be, we can't do that. What's waiting another 10 minutes? Yes, Satan?
Salt keeps ghosts away.
Does it?
Or demons or something. Like if you put a
Werewolves.
If you put a ring of salt around your house, it's supposed to like keep out evil spirits.
Yeah, and also bring cockroaches.
Really? Cockroaches like salt?
I don't know. You believed it, didn't you?
Facts may or may not be facts with Lance.
Facts that may or may not be facts with Lance. Cockroaches like salt, and if you put salt all over your house, it'll feel like the beach and it'll keep the cockroaches away. Fun fact. Now, the moment of truth. Is it though? Is it the moment of truth or the moment of more fun facts? That's empty enough. Put this bee back on there. Just want to give it like a little kickstart. It has a lot of torque, but not a lot of horsepower. In case you guys are wondering, this is not my mixer, this is Audrey's. Obviously, I would have bought a white one or one that's not feminine. Nothing wrong with this color. As you can see, we have too many things in here that are this color. Even the whisk and the mixing bowl. This is all Audrey's doing, not me. I'm okay with not having a mixer, actually. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna take this time to drizzle out and make sure there's no clumps in between the whisks here. If there's clumps in, I hit puberty just now. If there's clumps in between the whisks, then it's not gonna be as good and it's gonna sit there and coagulate, and you just don't want that. What is the science behind a cake mix?
Hell if I know.
It's good as shit. That's what the science is. Unmatched. Do I need to turn up the power on this a little bit? Who wants to see it go to 10? 10 speed. Got that 10 speed. 10 speed, Odd.
10 speed.
Ease. Make it time.
You don't want to overmix it because then it'll get soupy.
I like soupy cake. Anybody want to lick the beater? No. There's raw egg in there. That's good. That's delicious. It tastes like a milkshake. This is how you make a perfect cupcake. You let it drip everywhere, put it in there. We are going to just fill in the cupcakes about 3/4 of the way. Sometimes you gotta tease it a little bit. The cupcake paper will like to stick on the spoon or on the cake batter. It'll rise to the occasion and it will perform outstandingly. This is another long, tedious process. So once you get to this point, you just fill it up 3/4 of the way, and then the remaining cake batter is going to go into this pan, and we're going to have just big cake. And this is going to cook for 25 minutes. I'll cut to this when we're putting it in the oven, and it's getting all hot and steamy, and hot and bothered cupcakes. We got the cupcakes poured. Now we're going to place into the oven, 350 degrees bacon hot, golden brown. Pop them puppies in there just like that. Therefore it gives room and we're not neglecting the actual cake. While it's cooking, clean up your mess. Don't ever leave a mess. Except if you actually work in a bakery, you want to leave a mess because it makes it look like you actually worked hard. Cupcakes and regular cake. Cupcake! Cupcake cam! You're here! Cupcake, cupcake cake! Yeah, cupcake cam! It's time to get the cupcakes out of the oven! Cupcake! It's hot! Boom. Cupcake, cupcake cake! 4 minutes and 50 more seconds until the actual cake is done. That's okay. Cupcake, cupcake cake! Because we got cupcakes. Did I hear more cupcake cam on? More cupcake cam? Cupcake cam! Cupcake cam! We're gonna check the cake to make sure that it's done. That's not done.
No, it's jiggly.
That clearly means that it's not done. When you stick it in there and it looks like you stuck it in menstruation, it's not done. 5 more minutes on the clock. Cupcake triangle, unmatched. These cupcakes are just evenly toned. The tanning bed did them too many wonders. Tanning bed, AKA oven. So now what we do is we take a bowl and we have to unwrap the fun. Release the little child from its blanket. And then this right here can actually just pop off. You can either eat that, throw it away, or crumble it. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna crumble it. So you grab it in your hand and you just gotta sit there and work it just a bit, just to where it falls into little cake crumbs. It's a great exfoliant. You can use this as a mask if you put a little bit of cream cheese and milk together, maybe a tad bit of water, and you can actually put it on your skin and it exfoliates. 0 out of 10, dermatologist recommended. These cake balls are on a scale of 1 to 10, probably a strong 9.5. Not 10 because we can always improve. I'm gonna finish mushing this together and we'll come back when it's time to mix in the cream cheese icing. Don't get cream cheese. Cream cheese icing. We got the cake all broken up into little tiny microfilaments. Microfibers. Creamy cheese. We need 1 full cup. We're gonna use 3/4 of a cup. We're gonna fill this all the way up and then we're gonna fill this up a little bit more. We're gonna dump that in there. It would help if I did the measurements right. It's okay. This is a very long and tedious process because the cream cheese is slightly thicker than the cake. So when you mush it together, it starts to clump. This is kind of like cat litter, and then this is the cat droppings. If we were to cover it up, we could actually use the cat scoop and get the cream cheese out. Stay tuned and we will show you how to scoop cat litter coming soon to a video near you. There's probably an easier, more efficient way of doing this, but until then we're just gonna shake weight it.
This is called the eyeball technique.
Yeah, at this point, the eyeball technique works the best in my expertise. 'Tis the season for cake balls. Red velvet cake, which is actually chocolate cake with red food coloring. Now we're gonna result to how they make wine. Instead of using our feet, we're gonna use our hands. Kind of like making dough. You wanna get all the gooey pieces, you just wanna mix it and twirl it around. At this point, the cake will stick to your hands. I found that if you just get over it, that works the best. It needs a slight tad bit more of the icing. Get in your hand, just roll that into a little ball. This also works as an exfoliant too. -3 out of 10, dermatologists recommend putting this on your face.
Can also be used as shaving cream.
Duncan Hines cream cheese flavored shaving cream. Available in all grocery stores, baking shops, and Walmart. Now that you've successfully managed to make a mess, you're gonna get the pan that was in the freezer. It's going to actually cool these down even more than they are, and then they gotta go into the freezer for 15 minutes after they've been formed into little balls. I'm gonna hand hygiene, and then we're gonna bust open and make some balls. This is what your hands look like after delivering a baby. Placenta. That was a question. Now we gotta go and make little cake balls. This is up to your liking. You can either make a big ball or you can make a little ball. You turned 2 balls into 28 balls. I have a Beanie Baby ball sack right now. So that right there is adequate mouth popping portion. I'm gonna finish rolling balls and you guys roll balls. So once the balls are all rolled, we'll come back and we'll do some white chocolate. That's my my stripper name. We have Ghirardelli white chocolate chips. Once you're done making the little balls, right here we have 63 balls. That's a Beanie Baby ball sack. We're gonna take these little toothpicks, stick them in there just like that, and we're gonna do that all the way across the board here.
I, with my pitchfork, shall choose you, Mr. Cake Ball, the noble one.
So I know what you're thinking. You're like, Lance, why would we make these if it takes so long to make them? Because they're delicious. If you're up for the challenge and you're up for dirtying up a bunch of dishes, I say go for it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take these and we're gonna put these in the freezer for 15 to 20 minutes.
Your hand looks horrible. Looks like I beat you.
All right, now we gotta put the Afro Sheen in the chocolate chips. It's actually called coconut oil if you wanna buy it somewhere outside of, I don't know, Walmart. Usually a tablespoon, that's gonna go right there on top. It's gonna melt and it's gonna give it a nice little cream. Then we're gonna put this in the microwave and we heat up as needed until the chocolate is just melted. If you heat it up too much, it'll be too runny and it won't solidify properly all over the cake balls. Heat it up in 25 to 30-second increments. I would do it that way. Now that these have been taken out of the freezer, it's time to coat them in chocolate. If you have a second pan, great. If not, just take an extra sheet of tinfoil, spread it out, because when you dunk them in here, they need to harden before they go into their final resting place. Grab them by the stick. They are cold and slightly firm to the touch. Freshly melted white chocolate dunkage. You get it right to the stick, pull it up, then you just let it sit there for a minute. Let it drip. We're just gonna let gravity take over. We're gonna bring that bad boy over here and just let it kind of chillax. And we start again. We will do this 62 more times. It's all right if it dribbles a little bit. Sometimes it dribbles. Sometimes you need to shake it more than 3 times. The Candyman can. The Candyman can sprinkle it with love and the other words. I don't know. It looks kind of like a pumpkin. Boom, look at that.
Fun fact that may or may not be a fact. Red velvet is good for your heart and can help reduce cholesterol.
9 out of 10 cardiologists recommend red velvet cake on a daily basis. We're gonna have beautiful, luscious cake pops, and that can be enjoyed on the go because we have a courtesy stick. Convenient little stick. You can even propose with this, like, will you marry me? No, because it's not a diamond. Once the cake pops are done, they'll be in a nice container, and then you pop them into the freezer. Or you can go straight to the refrigerator if you just want to start enjoying right away, but at least let them cool, because the hot chocolate mixed with the coldness is not gonna go right off the bat. It's gonna be kind of like a lukewarm cake. They need to be served cold because of the cream cheese icing. Unmatched. Back at it again. This time we bake in white chocolate red velvet cake balls. Unmatched.